right. And what is up? And welcome back as we return with more of, you guessed it, me. Of course, silly. And we're just here to talk about Crimson Desert, to look into it and to see, everything you need to know about Crimson Desert. And so I think it's just about proper time that I be transparent and tell you that I was not flown out and able to play the game and see things like that, but that I do currently have the game, and that everything I have seen about the game thus far has been great looking. And I just figured that we should watch a couple videos, some all the way through, others not so much. But I think this video and the next video, um, we can watch a bit of. Actually, move that one over. Then we'll do that one kind of last because it's a bit longer than Luke's part that I just want to iterate on a little bit. But first, I want to get out the way that the review scores, take with a grain of salt, okay? Game reviewers have to rush through games, and I saw IGN walked back their six to we're not done yet. But where my gears are ground with IGN, and you can look this up on your own. I'm not pulling this out my ass, but the guy who went to the preview event is not the guy doing the review. And so that's why they're getting lambasted like very hard. Is because Game Informer used to do this same exact thing. And it's like you don't do this in any type of journalistic avenue. You have the same person do the review. Why are you having two different people review this? That is a problem in and of itself. Because I know if you had the same guy review who went to the preview, that guy would have given it a 10 or a 9. And I don't want to be conspiratorial here and throw in a ton of speculation, but I also think it's just coincidentally just a coincidence that happens today, and GTA 6 comes out this year, and everyone who is following a lot of these newer online reviewers and newer online journalist journalism journalist and journalist magazines, online magazines. It's so weird to try and figure out what the fuck you call them now. But I guess forums. uh a lot of people are following these newer people, and a lot of the newer blood and newer generation is just not easily bought or manipulated. And I think just like when Elden Ring came out, when this is bar for bar, like the return of Skyrim and Crisis with Elden Ring sprinkled on top. Because when Elden Ring was coming out, everyone was excited for it. Every outlet had their guy who played Dark Souls go to the previews and stuff. But then when it came time to review the game, we're getting it reviewed by the guy who plays Sims. What? like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like now we have an Elden Ring problem. It's like why are we getting opinions from two different people that work at the same company? Just because you work at the same company doesn't mean you have the same opinion. I'm sorry. That's not going to work that way. Like we need the same guy who was on the floor in the office now telling us the spill. But yeah, this is a generational game. That's all you need to know. This game today and tomorrow and forever moving forward is going to be the president of what people expect from their games, no matter how big or small. And that's why we're going to start with, and thank you, Grace. Thank you for your 2 cents. That's why we're going to start with very interesting video that helps you to really understand the type of dedication and mindset that these developers had. So like when IGN gives it a 6, you need to understand, like, if you don't understand why people are ragging on IGN and you kind of like IGN, then you're like, you're going to understand why a lot of people are just on the fence with them, like myself included. It's like, on a good day, IGN makes a good opinion, but like literally that opinion is a person they actually paid an actual paycheck, I believe. So here is kind of a behind the scenes, more interesting, in depth look at what the devs pulled off. And you may have seen a couple of Digital Foundry videos where they really go into the specs of the game. We're not really going to get into that because we're going to get into the game and the specs of the game our damn selves in about 30 minutes anyway. In which we will be doing the first day of Crimson Desert specifically on YouTube. So today on Twitch, I know. I'm sorry, Twitch. I'm sorry, Twitch. But we have to do it on YouTube. We have to. My people said I have to. So I have to listen to what they say. And they know it's best. So if I'm going to get more views on YouTube playing this game there, I'm going to just have to play the game on YouTube. That's just is what it is. So I'm going to not have my boring parts of setting up my graphics and stuff on stream. So I'm going to do all that off stream. And then when the stream goes live on YouTube, we'll be able to just jump straight into the game, not have to worry about any graphic settings or anything like that. Again, taking notes from my people. Other than that, I have talked 1 minute too long. Shit, my bad. Now, let us watch this video. And there shouldn't really be many pauses.
The gaming world is buzzing,
but,
and for a good reason.
For
Pearl Abyss's Crimson Desert is no longer just a distant trailer. It's a massive AAA reality. But what does it actually take to build an open world of this scale?
We may or may not.
Recently, the doors to Home 1, Pearl Abyss's state-of-the-art HQ, were opened, revealing the cutting-edge technology fueling their proprietary Black Space engine. Today, we're looking at how they are redefining realism in gaming. Let's start with what you hear. A lot of studios buy sound libraries, but Pearl Abyss, they build them from scratch. Their audio facility includes dedicated composition rooms, vocal booths, and a massive Foley sound studio. Here's the cool part. Instead of just clean sounds, the team focuses on impact realism. They use real gravel, metal tools, and various footwear to record the weight of the mercenary's step or the clank of a broadsword. Because they use their own Black Space engine, the audio isn't just a recording, it's dynamic. And so, to me, it seems like they had so many of these assets just chilling and just sitting there that they are just like, what if we just perfected them instead? Because you have to understand, Black Desert is an MMO, so all these things for Black Desert's sake are just throwaway. But for Crimson Desert's sake, because you're going to be spending a lot of time in the game, these things aren't as throwaway. And the only other studio I know that does this is Embark. The engine pulls data in real time to adjust the sound based on the environment, meaning a sword strike in a forest sounds fundamentally different from one in a stone castle. They aren't following industry standards, they're setting a new one for tactile audio. Now let's talk about the soul of the characters, the movement. Pearl Abyss operates a motion capture empire. Between Home 1 and their dedicated art center, they have over 270 high-speed optical cameras. Now, at the art center, we're talking about a 10,000 square feet space with 30 feet high ceilings. Why so high? For wire work. They can perform full-scale aerial stunts and creature encounters without hitting the ceiling. Early spoiler ahead.
This is in-game footage. This is what we will be seeing today. Just
But you can't have legendary combat with just actors in spandex suits. One of the most fascinating parts of the facility is their massive prop warehouse. It looks like a movie studio's armory. They have diverse weapon prototypes, including props that look like a revolver and this nunchuck variant, which were never shown in any of the trailers. During the demo, actors performed combat sequences that were mapped instantly into the digital character model. This live link technology
also spoiler, if you caught in there, that was footage from Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and it turns out Capcom had to come to their studios in order to get help with SSR2, which is how they're able to get the game to look that way without it being the shitty NVIDIA filter that we've been using for years that we no longer need to use anymore thanks to these guys. Since I've updated my drivers, I literally have turned DLSS off and I've just been running every game in native thanks to them.
allows directors to adjust the weight and trajectory of a swing on the fly, ensuring that every dodge and parry in Crimson Desert feels 100% human. But how do they make the characters look so human? Enter the 3D Scan Studio. This room is a literal circle of 180 high-resolution cameras. They use 3 distinct stations. The first station is for facial scanning. This station captures micro-expressions and skin wrinkles during different facial expressions. The second station is used for the full body scan.
So again, when people's reviews right now, if you actually read the IGN review or you watch the video, they'd say like that about the facial animations. Actually turns out that's your PC, bro. That's your PC, bro. That's not the game. That's just your PC, bro.
Scanning, which is used to digitize complex armor textures and fabric flowing. Finally, the third station is a turntable scanning station for real-world artifacts, rocks, and things like tree stumps. By scanning actual physical objects, the developers save thousands of hours of manual modeling while achieving a level of detail that's down to the millimeter. If you see a scratch on a shield in the game, there's a high chance that's a scan of a real-life piece of weathered metal. This is how they bridge the gap between game graphics and cinematic reality. Now let's be real for a second. Because Crimson Desert has been in development since 2018, and the trailers looked almost too good to be true, there was a lot of skepticism online. At one point, some critics and skeptical gamers even joked that Crimson Desert might be a fake game, a high-end tech demo just to protect their company's stock price. But after looking behind the scenes at Home 1, those rumors can finally be put to rest. You don't build a 10,000 square feet motion capture studio, hire full-time Foley artists, and develop a proprietary engine from scratch just for a stock stunt. The fake game era is over. The real masterpiece is almost here. It's crystal clear that Pearl Abyss isn't just making a game, they're pouring their soul into a vision. Crimson Desert will set a new global standard for AAA open world games. In an industry often dominated by established Western giants, seeing a Korean studio push the boundaries of AAA realism like this is incredibly inspiring. The level of detail we're seeing in Crimson Desert is a testament to the thousands of hours these developers have spent perfecting their craft. They're taking a massive swing, and as gamers, it's hard not to respect that kind of ambition. So let's show some support. These developers have been working tirelessly since 2018 to bring Pywell to life. If you're hyped for the release on March 19th, or if you just appreciate the technical grind it takes to build a masterpiece like this, let's hear it in the comments below. Drop a Let's Go Pearl Abyss, or share what feature you're most excited to.
So yeah, this game is intense, not just in its scale, not just in the type of game that they want it to be. From the ground up, it is intense. Okay? That's what you need to understand about this game. Is they didn't want to just like key and build it. No. They came to make a point. They came to climb the mountain, to put the flag there, to take the pose and make sure all of us took the picture. Because they're gonna double check the cameras. Okay, so now on to Luke Stevens, which he has ruffled the feathers of every outlet that has given this below an 8. Which I don't see this game being below a 9 for myself. Like Dragon's Dogma was like an intense uh like what do you call it? It was like a endurance test. It's like an intense endurance test because it's such a good game that is just missing the ability to ride a horse. It is just like that is all Dragon's Dogma needed to save itself. Was like let me use any fucking type of mount. And this game over delivers on the mounts. So it's just like good lord. Like Dragon's Dogma is fun until you have to get to a quest. Like that's where Dragon's Dogma falls apart. Um Now, did I enjoy the parts of Dragon's Dogma that I had to figure out myself and like escorting people, the puzzles, the dungeons and stuff? Yes, I enjoyed all that stuff. I enjoyed that the game didn't fucking hold my hand. I got to literally climb my way up to any way I want it to go, destination wise and stuff. And yeah, no, that was fine. So that's why, I, I'm just excited for this. So let's hear what Luke has to say. Let's see what he said to piss people off. And I'm sure, for the most part, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
The production value just across the board is outrageously high. Whether it's motion captured side quests, the graphical fidelity, no matter where you are in the map, the freaking water, dude, looks crazy. Don't get me wrong, this isn't like the Decima engine when it comes to cutscenes, like with Death Stranding 2 or anything, but for an open world adventure sandbox, it's very good. I would say industry leading compared to the likes of other recent contemporary examples like in Assassin's Creed Shadows, for example. There are a bunch of boss fights, combat encounters, and even castle siege battles, which are expansive, and honestly, I don't know how they even got these running. Like, seriously, they will have hundreds and hundreds of enemies being simulated in real time, fighting against your allies who are also being simulated in real time. Like, I'm not joking when I say that some of the stuff they do in this game makes it look like other studios aren't even trying. It's ridiculous. You know, one of the common things that was said about Crimson Desert in the lead up to its launch was this looks too good to be true. There's no way this is real. And that was a fair feeling to have, because up till this point, there really has not been a game that's been capable of doing all of these things in real time. Wow. But they're doing it. It's just built different, dude. It's crazy. The combat is engaging, and while it isn't level-based, it's actually gear-based. I actually really like that about it. Level-based combat systems often lead to situations where you end up grinding some sort of XP or souls or some sort of currency to purchase levels to make your character more powerful and therefore more capable of taking on a particular challenge. In Crimson Desert, though, it's flipped and it's gear-based, meaning if you struggle against a boss, you can end your engagement with that boss, leave, go and either find materials to upgrade your equipment or go do side quests that will give you better equipment with individual perks or just better stats, and that will better equip you to take on the boss.
Again, IGN, why would you have two different people play the game? Like, why? No one knows IGN logic, though. IGN. Jesus Christ. Now, thank you, Luke, for our final video. Because what's insane before we watch the final video to iterate on this, what's insane, what is absolutely bonkers and insane is the guy who did the preview event points that out. He's like, you have to level the gear up, you have to level up your armor, you have to level up your weapons, you have to go find new abilities and stuff, you might even have to go find a new move. Like, the guy who does the current review, none of that. He's like, I played Stardew Valley and went to fight a boss and it was too hard because I didn't engage with any other thing besides the Stardew Valley portion of the game. Dude, what do you expect to happen if it's just that portion of the game? I don't know. But anyway,
Welcome to the last Crimson Desert Features overview video. Pywell isn't just a continent of battles and exploration. It's a world where many of the smaller moments also shape your journey and make up your day-to-day life. In our final video of this feature series, we'll be taking a broader look at life in Pywell.
Okay. If you have half of a brain or eyes, you can tell this is mixed footage. All this footage is not strictly PC. Now the gameplay portions, like the full combat portions, those are all PC. But these just still shots of the landscapes are not all PC. They're a mix. I can tell because one of them was a bit lower contrast than the other, and I think that was the Xbox one.
Your journey will be anchored by the Greymane Camp, a stretch of land in Hernand that serves as the faction's new base after Payloon is lost to the Black Bears.
Grab them! Sign them all!
Its beginnings may be humble, but over time, you'll be able to expand the camp with funds and resources that you acquire on your travels. With these upgrades, the camp will become more than just a place to rest. Here, you can prepare for the journeys ahead. Prepare meals at camp that will keep up your health,
It's about time you got hungry.
or purchase provisions from the camp vendor. You can also go a step further and produce the resources needed for cooking and crafting yourself by working the camp's ranch and farm, a helpful option when resources are in short supply.
So this is home now, eh?
The camp is also the foothold for rebuilding the
Not so
Greymane
shabby.
faction, and building it is the starting point in the journey to reclaiming the Greymane's lost homeland of Payloon. The comrades you reunite with along your journey.
So again, like IGN, like for those that don't know, there's the whole first hour of the game on the Crimson Desert official YouTube page, which we're watching this video on. IGN. You said you wanted the compelling story, right? So are you trying to find the members of the Greymanes to get your compelling story that you're looking for? IGN?
Journey will come here to regroup, while others will hear news of the camp and arrive of their own accord.
Clough!
These Greymanes can take on several roles. They can be dispatched to locations across Pywell where missions can be found. Having your comrades complete these missions will grant you with currency and resources such as wood and ore, and materials required for cooking and alchemy. Greymanes can also be dispatched to blockaded locations and help to whittle down enemy
this part
ranks
seems
even
cool.
while you're in other parts of
I really
Pywell.
can't wait to interact with this part. Because this seems like such an intricate and interesting type of payoff type of thing that seems like it's gonna have more layers on it. Because I'm like, can they get better at their skills at the camp if you like have them just stay doing that thing at the camp? Because if you notice, like they have like levels. Like he's got like level 2 shield. He's got like level 3, I guess, like building. This must be like cattle working. That's fishing. Another defense. That has to be like money or some shit. And more fishing. Definitely combat, but definitely also money. Like what? So that's why I was just like, yeah, I really want to interact with this part. This part seems cool because I also want to like set it up and then I want to go to the place and then like fight with them. Like that seems cool as well too, because I seen something that they made somebody pull down because it was a little too early. But you can set your guys up and then like go to the place and fight with them. Like, dude, I'm so ready, dude. bro.
Your journey will inevitably take you to the villages, towns, and cities of Pywell's various regions. Here, shops and vendors offer everything from daily provisions to a range of equipment and materials. A blacksmith can forge a new weapon to replace the one you've carried since Hernand, while a tailor ensures you're properly outfitted for the journeys ahead.
Oh, your wardrobe tells your story.
But commerce is only one part of life.
I'll do the same for you someday. This is for you.
Dude,
Good
like,
health
just the
to you.
detail on the bricks in the street is fucking crazy.
My words of praise must seem shallow.
Who would have thought
There are
that would be
residents
so
here
long?
who are in need of someone to hear their requests.
Look at the scuffs on the shield.
Some may need protection from bandits.
Scout in the area.
Others may ask you to deliver goods or help track down a missing person. These stories unfold alongside the region's larger tales, offering a glimpse into the everyday lives of those who live in Pywell. Spend a little time in these locations and soak in the atmosphere. Meet residents, both good and bad. Catch whispers of rumors from the locals, or engage in lighter diversions along the way.
See, and then like this part, dude. Like after spending some time with The Witcher 3, I now get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's because it's like it simulates like that like just adventure of like wilderness and like life and death, and then like you're in civilization and you want to do something fun, and then let's sit for a game of Gwent. Man, yeah, I get it, man. I get it now. I can't wait to figure out how to play this game. This game seems like you have to raise a bet based on whatever number you pull. So here, Cliff has 6. So I think it's basically like a fast-paced version of 21. So whatever you have to hit first, I guess. Yeah, and then right here. So the bet is for 6 coins. You're wagering. You have 12. You're wagering 3, I think. Or your turn. Okay, so it's his turn. He has 2. That guy has 7. You have 6. Yeah, 6 Kuet. Huh. And so, right, you can raise the bet by 12. Oh, I see. You're betting 12 and you're holding 3. He's betting 16, holding 1, betting 15, holding. Okay. I see. So, okay. So view hands. View of hands. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see if we get into it. We'll have to see.
Terrible manners.
I definitely want to interact with that.
Just be mindful of the law. Harmful actions can turn residents and guards hostile, making travel more difficult as you're forced to fight your way through, pay fines, or even serve time in jail. Beyond the towns and cities, you'll also encounter people and come upon locations that draw you into new adventures. Like a town hidden away, home to some unusual residents.
I don't think.
So in the preview events, I guess these little kids or hobbit people are like just everywhere, but they have a hidden town, so I want to try and find their town.
Let's move them.
Or locations that, whether through mechanical or mystical means, require fixing. So take in life apart from the battles and wilderness of Pywell and explore its towns, cities, and beyond. They can provide resources new stories, or even just moments of levity in your journey. Cooking will be one of your essential activities. Food can replenish or temporarily strengthen your health, spirit, and stamina, giving you the edge in exploration or battle. Along your travels, you'll find bonfires and cooking recipes that allow you to prepare hearty meals. Fishing and hunting will provide the ingredients these recipes require. While items like flowers and insects can be used in alchemy to brew medicines that enhance your combat capabilities. Other activities, like mining and gathering, will also yield materials for crafting and upgrading your equipment. You can also craft more advanced and special.
So, another spoiler here. I only know this from watching Luke's video earlier, but when you pick up books or letters or notes or anything, you have to go back into your inventory and read them to clear it. Because it's not like a traditional game where you could just mark all as read or whatever. It's like, no. Cliff has to actually obtain the information.
Specialized tools with valuable resources you uncover on your journey. Shaping your daily life in Pywell also extends to customizing your character. At camp, you can adjust hairstyles and tattoos, as well as your outfits using dyes. A wide variety of dyes can be discovered throughout the world or brewed through alchemy, so experiment with the different color combinations available. And that wraps up the Crimson Desert Features Overview series. We've explored Pywell and its stories and characters, the combat and progression, and the activities that make up life in Crimson Desert. We hope that this series has given you a better understanding of the game. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Pywell.